Hello, everybody. I'm glad that you're here. I see that Sally and Debbie Sue and Dave are already in the house. So, in just a second, I'll see if I can make y'all moderators for me. Hello, hello. Okay. All right, Sally or Debbie Sue. I'm sorry you can't be here, but thank you so much. Thank you for saying. So, for those of you who are on the replay, Debbie Sue is one of our very, very regulars here. And she's going to come back and watch the replay to put her gratitudes in. And I want to suggest that you do that if you're watching on the replay. Just act as if you're watching this live, because I will be coming back in. I'll respond to your comments on the replay. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, whether you're here live or whether you're watching the replay. Each person is valid, valuable, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to see that there's already 3 likes on the live stream. Makes me so very happy. I've been working really hard on growing my channel. And as some of you have been watching me growing to have 500 subscribers, it's amazing what happens overnight, because I did and it'll be coming out tomorrow, the growth video, and it's already out of date, which is really exciting. And I'm really grateful for that. So I wanted to talk about gratitude. What are you grateful for? Hello, hello. Look at those beautiful faces. Hey, K and Row Hiking Happens is in the house. Oh my gosh, Dave. Dave says he's grateful for me. That is fantastic. I wanted to write some of these down. I want to keep track of what you're all grateful for. And oh, Chris, hi. Hi, Chris. So glad you're here. Everyone in here are people who are fantastic people. So I'm going to make some of you moderators so I can practice that. Are you ready? So I'm kind of going to go a little bit wild with this because, oh, you are. I guess, Kane Rowe, I made you a moderator before. So it looks like you're already a moderator. So is that how it happens? Dave, already a moderator. Thank you, Sally. Okay, so I think I have 2 moderators in the house. I think that's enough for now. So yeah, why don't you say in the chat if you would? Some of you have already been complimenting me like crazy, which I really like. I really love when y'all talk to each other. I see you greeting each other. I see that Dave is saying, hi, Kane Row Hiking Happens. I was thinking, I'll tell you some of my gratitudes. Okay, fantastic. See, every time I do a live, I learn something. You all are you're amazing. I'm grateful for each and all of you. Oh, Sally, you're not a moderator. Okay, I'll add you. Oh, Chris is grateful for her cats. Yay! I'm grateful for your cats. I love cats. Okay, there we go. All right, so now Sally's a moderator. I am grateful for my grand dog. My walking video this morning, my walking short says, "Hey, Rhonda." And Rhonda, I believe, is a moderator because I made her one on that horrific live stream. Hey, Debbie Sue, thank you. She's grateful for everyone, grateful for all these fabulous people. I agree. Look at that. 6 people in the house and 4 likes. If you would like the live, I'd appreciate that too. I like that Kay and Ro say that they're grateful for the cats until they do something stupid. I was going to say my hands are finally recovering from when my grand dog scratched the heck out of me, which was kind of scary. But I'm grateful for my grand dog, who I'll be seeing again very soon. But I wanted to tell you, so this morning on my morning walk, I want to trot out some things that happened. So I read this really great poem today by Mary Oliver that was called Gratitude, which is, makes sense that I would like that. But what happened was I've been preparing for the Wednesday live, which is going to be on Thanksgiving Eve at 9:00 Eastern, which is kind of late for me, but I wanted to do that. I wanted to try out different times to see what has the most traction. What does the audience want? Because that's, I'm about what does my audience want? It's not always what's the best thing for me. Yeah, YouTube community as well as core tribe. Right on, Sally. You got that right. So I found this poem by Mary Oliver that I can read at on the live stream on Wednesday, which is poetry and prompts. And this week I'm focusing on gratitude poetry. So naturally, when I set that intention to share poetry on gratitude, I have gratitude poems coming from every place. Every place I turn, there's another great gratitude poem. So Mary Oliver's poem that I'm going to share, I won't share it now, but I'll share it on Wednesday, has all these like built-in prompts and questions that she asks right in the poem. So I literally wrote out the prompts. I wrote out the questions that Mary Oliver asked, and off I went on my morning walk, which was, this is for K Row Hiking Happens is one, Kevin and Roseanne, otherwise known as Sarge and Jazz, introduced me to where the Appalachian Trail comes from down the street from me. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's right by the place where I sing karaoke sometimes. And so this morning I went there and I was like, I actually recorded, and I'm like recording as I get there. I'm like, nobody's ever here. And there were 2 cars sitting there. And I'm like, what the heck? People are in this place. And so I noticed that, but I also noticed there was a guy just sitting in his truck, big old truck. And I'm like, like, what is this person just doing sitting here? So I thought that he was a hunter. I'm like, must be a hunter. I must be hunting season. I just don't know. And off I went on my walk, had a fantastic walk. There was green on my walk, which there's a lot of, the trees have lost their leaves, so there's a lot less green. But someone had commented on one of my, oh, Mrs. Paul's here. A viewer had commented on how much he loves seeing all the green on my walk videos. I'm like, there's like, you see green, I don't see green. And of course, as soon as I took off down the trail, green everywhere. I mean, there's green on the green grass. There's not green on the trees, but it's a really pretty combination of the green grass and then the dying stuff, which some people might not think is pretty. I find it beautiful. And so I was just totally enthralled by that whole experience of the walk. And I sat for a little bit by the creek that went through. And I was really working on thinking about gratitude. And I'm like, God, that guy is still parked there. As I walked out. So I'm just like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to walk across the street. So I walked across the street to where the parking area was, and I was taking pictures of the, everything. And I hear this other guy pulls in and they start talking. I could sing karaoke on my forest trails, Dave. I actually just sing on the forest trails sometimes. It's fun. I love to sing. I don't talk about singing much, and I don't sing much here, but hey, Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. It's good to see you. What are you grateful for? I'm chattering on about my gratitude because I was being so grateful on these gentlemen. Well, you'll hear about them in a second. So when I was walking across the street, I noticed another car pulled in. I'm like, what is going on? There's 3 cars parked and me, which was like, what on earth? What on earth? And I hear the one guy, the guy who I call the curmudgeon guy. So there was a curmudgeon guy and there was a smiley guy. And so curmudgeon guy's like, and I hear him say, the woman, blah, 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 inspector. Blah, blah, blah. They were talking about me. The guy thought that I was an inspector. No wonder he was curmudgeonly. So I'm like, hey, smiley guy says, good morning. And I say, of course, good morning. And curmudgeonly guy says, are you an inspector? And I said, no. And then you said, are you writing a book? And I said, yeah. I don't know how he thought that, but yeah, I am in fact writing a book. The ironic thing is the book, not the book that's going to be publishing, that's en route to being publishing. I am working on a new book. And just today, like right before I headed out for my walk, I had done some reorganization of it. So it was pretty amazing that it's like this guy's telepathic or something. So we ended up having a really good conversation about the AT and about, oh, what were they doing? You're probably like, so they weren't hunters? No, they weren't hunters. They are people who take care of the trail. So I'm like, because I asked them, so what are y'all doing out here? And they said, oh, we're trail maintenance. And I asked them, what trail maintenance are you doing? And they said, we have some trees down. And I said, oh, okay, because they probably do out there on the trail. So, and I am very grateful, Mrs. Paula, that you are able to walk up steep hills. You could come here and walk. There's a lot of steep hills up here. Trail stewards. I'm very grateful for the trail stewards, especially smiley ones. No, I don't mind curmudgeonly ones, but it was just funny to see again that contrast, curmudgeon, smiley. But curmudgeon was curmudgeonly because he thought I was an inspector. The trail maintenance guys are probably feeling worried that the inspector is going to get him. I'm not an inspector. I should have said I'm out here, working on gratitude, my health. which is remarkable. The one side that I didn't walk up today, Paula, has, well, actually both sides have some pretty steep places to walk up if you want to do that. So, oh yeah, isn't it fun? Isn't it fun, Dave, when you get to see a lot of familiar people showing up here? Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate you supporting me. So let me scroll down and see what you're talking about. All right, so there's Rhonda here, Sally's here. Fantastic. Kay and Rose here. Rhonda's here. Yeah, there's a lot of great people. I'm so glad that you're here. So I wanted to tell you, I have this new video coming out about my YouTube growth, and I've grown even more since then. It's like it's out of date. My video is going to be going up tomorrow, and I say that I have 482 subscribers. Isn't that fantastic? Well, I just looked before I went live. And at that point, I was at 488 subscribers, a big jump. And I also was over 100 hours of watch time, which I said on my video, that's my goal. I want to keep at least 100 hours or more watch time, because my next goal is going to be more focused on watch time as well as subscribers. So I just found that great. You see, so Canro comes in with a report, 489. I'm 11 away from 500. I thought it would take me till the end of the year. At this rate, I will have 500 by the end of November. So I thank each of you for contributing to my life and my channel, because it's really, really so fun to have that channel grow, but also to collaborate with y'all. Because with Vlogmas, speaking of gratitude, we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration with some, hopefully more of you, by co-creating content together, by asking folks to submit a 2 or 3 minute mini film that I will then put into my Vlogmas, because I get emotional. I talk about this. So my Vlogmas, which I'm so grateful for, my Vlogmas title is called Joyful Vlogmas, A Journey Home to Ourselves for the holiday season. And I'm really creating this because there's so many of us who are out here alone by ourselves. There are so many of us who we're either by ourselves or our holiday is different. I know, for example, Ken Rowe are having guests to their Thanksgiving table who've lost their mom this year. There's a lot of us who have lost dear ones, lost family members, have moved, are in different communities, are struggling in other ways. And so my Vlogmas is really to help people to feel connected. And, you know, for people who aren't mobile, for people who can't get out, it's like we'll be going to see and seeing different things that they might not see. And to me, this is the heart of why I'm out here creating content. It's the heart of why I've been going to all these different places and taking video everywhere I go and preparing for Vlogmas with such heart. So over the weekend, I literally created the why for my Vlogmas. And part of that is that I really want to be collaborative. I really want to be extra creative. I really want to be generous. And so I'm really grateful for each and all of you who inspire me to do better things with my channel and to continue to go deeper and wider. And I really appreciate that. Okay, so I kind of slid the intention part in. And with intention, that's like, who do you want to be and what do you want to do in the week to come? And to be intentional with your Thanksgiving, we're in Thanksgiving week here in the US, is super important. And many of you may have seen the video that I made that I published last week about Thanksgiving. If you haven't seen it, I hope that you'll take a moment to do that, because if we can be intentional before the day even starts, we're a step ahead. So by saying that I created my Vlogmas why, it will mean that hopefully what comes as a result will be more intentional, more purposeful, more vibrant, more interesting, and will serve the people who are out there watching. So just like with this live that I do, part of why I'm here is so that for a moment you will be able to really focus on gratitude. So this morning when I was out and I saw those trail maintainers, it was great to be able to talk to them about how much I'm grateful for what they do, because I did. I thank them all over the place. Oh, yay. That's awesome. Dave, grateful for my videos and seeing another beautiful part of the world that they wouldn't get to see. That's part of it too. All of my videos and the videos where I'm out and about, the videos where I'm doing things, um, I'm thrilled to be able to show that to people. By the way, Paula did that this weekend with her video about the Santa train. I'd never heard about the Santa train. And it was so fun to watch all the children coming up to the train and see Santa throwing toys to the kids who might not have had a Christmas without the Santa train. I mean, that was fantastic. And so I said to her, I'm putting that on my bucket list for next year because I would love to see that in action. I would probably be crying all over myself because that's just who I am. But so Mrs. Paula does retirement. If you don't follow her, please do and watch that video that she did over the weekend. Okay, any other gratitudes or how about intentions? Chris, if you're still in the house, I saw your gratitudes, but I haven't seen any intentions. So if you have any intentions, I also want to say, Debbie Sue was here earlier, but she's at the doctor's office right now getting some stuff done. So if you want to say some prayers for her, that would be great too. She's such a loyal follower, a loyal subscriber, loyal human, loyal member of the human community. So anyone want to share any of their intentions for the week? Gratitudes and intentions for this week ahead. I see some more people just came in the room. Thank you so much for being here. If you could take a moment to like this live stream, it would make my day. I would be so thrilled. And if you'd like to pop into the chat on what you're grateful for, what your intentions are this week, especially as we're heading into the holiday season. So I have not sent specific intentions for the holiday for Thanksgiving yet, but I'll be spending it with my daughter and her husband and their daughter, my granddaughter. And so I intend to be supportive, loving, and caring, and to create a sense of joy around that Thanksgiving table. And then after that, we're going to be doing some more fun things as a family, and that always delights me. So I also intend to reach out to my siblings and let them know that I'm thinking of them, even though we're not together. It always makes me a little bit sad that I'm not with my extended family and my California children. I won't be with them either. And again, that makes me a little bit sad because I would love to be with everyone. So, all right. Thank you for those hearts. I love hearts. There's Chris. Oh, okay. Okay. So Chris has said, survive without overwhelm and need to persevere and you'll have family here. So my thought for you, Chris, is perhaps presence is a good intention, to simply stay present and present with love. One of my catchphrases is move forward with love. And so, stay present with love might be one too. Oh, is that both of you, Kay and Ro? They tend to not get too stressed over cooking Thanksgiving dinner. I love hosting, and I'm not hosting the only thing I'm contributing this time around is my very famous cranberry salsa. So you're welcome to that. I hope that helped, Chris, because I know when things get overwhelming, it just kind of takes away some of that joy of the holiday. So I'm always glad. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that you feel comfort in being here, Chris, and everyone else. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness. All right, we've been going for 20 minutes. I remember when I first started doing these, I was like, okay, I can go 15 minutes, and now it's like 19 minutes is nothing. Okay, anything else? Anybody else have anything they'd like to say? Oh, it's Kevin. Kevin's doing the cooking. Well, that's pretty cool. Donald, my daughter's husband, my son-in-law. See, I don't even know the right terminology. He's just a person I love who's in my family. But he doesn't do much of the cooking, but he is an ace with the turkey carving. And he loves my cranberry salsa. I'll probably make some cookies too, and I need to make gluten-free stuff because he's gluten-free. And so I will probably make some peanut butter blossoms because those are a gluten-free recipe. Don't even have to change anything. And I can use those in my Vlogmas also. Vlogmas is actually going to start on December 30th because December 30th is when Advent starts, and I will be doing a lot of Advent things. You know, whether you're secular or not secular, it won't make a difference this time around. So, okay, that's cool. So Kevin says, when we retired, we split chores. I cook and Roseanne cleans. Wow, that's very cool. That's very egalitarian of you. Makes me happy. Since I live on my own, I do it all not very well. I do also have a helper who comes over. A student from High Point High School, where I used to work, comes over, and and she helps me. Mostly I have her come over because I don't want her to get lonely, and she does not have a woman in her household. And so I call myself Granny Julieta. So I will share that recipe, Rhonda. I've given that recipe to so many people, and so many people are now making cranberry salsa instead of the cranberry sauce because a lot of people don't eat the cranberry sauce. And yeah, I mean, November, did I say December 30th? You're right, Sally. Thank you. I meant November 30th is when I'm going to start Vlogmas. Some people have already started Vlogmas 2025 because I've been studying and researching because I love to study and research. So yeah, so I'll be starting on the 30th, and I've started recording. I've been recording quite a bit, actually, mostly B-roll type stuff. But today what I'll be recording is I'll be out there in Milford. I think that my video that went live today was at Milford Beach. But I'll be going back to Milford Beach, and it's not so much of a wild goose chase anymore because I know exactly where to go and exactly what I need for my project that I'm doing. So I'm excited to get out there. All right. Thank you. Thank you for those corrections. Thank you all for being here. We still have 10 people, which is really exciting. I will be saying I'll close down the live at 25 minutes. So if there's any intentions you want to state, any gratitude you'd like to state, this is the time to do it. I wanted to go through just from the poem with gratitude. The gratitude poem from Mary Oliver that I opened with. She's kind of set up this curation or this way of being grateful. She asked, what did you notice? What did you hear? What did you admire? What astonished you? So this morning when I was out on my walk on the Appalachian Trail, I noticed the cars parked, and I wasn't happy about it at first. And then I was happy because I overheard them talking, which made me laugh. And I heard them talk about being trail maintainers, and that made me really happy and grateful, and I was able to express my gratitude. I also heard the creek water, and it was so interesting to hear the sound. This is the water. There are certain people in the world we use, talk with my hands, but listening to the water and really listening to the water, and then seeing the flowers that were leaving the world, kind of an interesting. When the earth goes into winter mode, it was so interesting to see the flowers that used to be. When I first walked there, it was so vibrant and colorful, and I'm hoping to put that into my walk video, the contrast of what it looked like. I hope I haven't deleted that video from last summer. But yeah. Sally's grateful. I actually took her on my walk with me. I was sending her photos as I was out there, which was really fun. I was texting her photos. So yeah, really listening to the sounds of the water, really seeing the whole, and sometimes taking photos for me actually helps me to see more. I don't know if the rest of you have that happen, but like even noticing on the rustic bridge over the creek, to really, like, there were some leaves down under a layer, and there was green lichen, and because the gentleman said that he liked seeing green, he lives in the desert, and being a desert dweller, there's not a whole heck of a lot of green out there, except for in the rainy season. Coming from a place, we get 6 inches of rain a year in Bakersfield, so I'm used to lots of brown, not very pretty. So to see Lycan is like an amazing thing for us. So you're very welcome. Okay, we have another like 30 seconds to go. So now's your time to comment if you'd like to. Again, I'd like to thank my moderators. We hadn't had to moderate today. I think that might just happen later at night. Sally says, pray for Debbie Sue and my friend Wendy and Marcia Mary. Okay, we will. We'll be saying prayers for those folks. Thank you so much for letting us know, Sally. Okay, I want to say again, I saw someone just came in the room. We're about to close out. I hope that you'll watch the replay and starting from the beginning with stating your gratitudes and saying your intentions. Spouse wife says, I intend to do the cooking as a task and the quality time with husband is it. Yes, that's amazing. That's such a good way to say it. Hi, Rosani, how are you? Just coming in. If you want to say what you're grateful for, what your intentions are, that'd be fantastic. We're about to log off for this afternoon. I would say this afternoon, some of the stuff that I'm doing is I am going to go back to Milford and do some writing and do some more videoing and do some more soul work out there. So I'm really excited about that. Kimberly! Is Kimberly spouse wife's name? I know I've seen spouse wife. I may even follow you, Kimberly, but it's good to see you. So it is really fun. I don't know if Dave's still here, but it is fun when you go in other people's lives and you see your friends from other lives and other spaces. So I'm really grateful for all of you for being here. No, that's not you? Okay. I believe I do follow you, though. So I've popped all over the place, following people, getting to know people. And that's one of the cool things about lives is you get to know people even more and right in the moment. So, okay. Well, I hope you'll come back. I'm sorry that we're closing out. I have to get the afternoon part of my day going. Besides going to Milford, I'm also going to, I'm also going to have my little quasi granddaughter, not by blood but by heart, will be here this afternoon. So I need to prepare for her. It's so good when my family isn't close that I adopt family in my community, in my neighborhood. It makes me very happy too. Oh, Rosanna, that's great. Grateful for each new day and new friendships. I am too. And I'm so grateful that you're here. And yeah, I'm really grateful. Really, really grateful all the way around. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you for that clarity. I'm also going to get some lunch because I'm feeling hungry. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I see that. There's 14 people. I feel like I don't want to get off with 14 people here, but I really need to. So if you're just popping in, if you could take some time and watch the replay. And it's never too late to state your gratitude. It's never too late to state your intention. Thank you. And we'll see you all around. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your support always. Take good care now. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you beforehand.